There we go. All right, so with that being said, you've been waiting a long time, and thank you again, Laura, for bailing us out. So I will call the meeting to order. It is, I don't know the time. Oh, excuse me. 7:18, thank you. Oh, my. And, no, I'm good. And if everyone can stand up, please. The flag is this way. We'll ask Ms. Arnold to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And may we have a roll call, please?
All right. Ms. Philippe,
Here.
Ms. Cohen, Mr. McDermott,
Present.
Ms. Arnold,
Here.
Ms. McLaughlin-Fenelon,
Present.
Ms. Hill,
Here.
Ms. Boulay. We have quorum.
Thank you. And can we explain the announcement? Well, excuse me, I should say, explain the process to the audience, small as they are. Who's doing? Anybody?
I'll do it.
I could read it.
So, on the agenda today is a quasi-judicial item. These items may either be approved, denied, or approved with conditions. With respect to the public hearings, please be advised that the following items on the agenda are quasi-judicial in nature. The applicant or duly authorized agent for the applicant must be present. If no representative is present, the application will be tabled to the next Board of Adjustment meeting. When the petition is announced, the applicant or his or her agent shall approach the microphone and state his or her name and address for the record. Any interested party wishing to speak on any item may approach the podium after the board has opened the public hearing. Each party shall approach the microphone and state his or her name and address for the record, and shall address his or her comments to the board. Each party shall speak for not more than 3 minutes in order to provide for order and time for other interested parties to address their concerns or comments to the board. Thank you.
Thank you. And since I've been given this wonderful task, anyone who will be speaking on the item must take the oath. So if you would stand up, and I will administer the oath. So applicants, you will be talking about your item, right? If you could raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Okay. You may sit. May I have, well, first, is there any amendments to the agenda? No. Okay. Approval of the minutes which we were given, you guys said? Do I have a second? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Communications, do we have any communications from Mr. Attorney?
Right, so this is where if any member of the board had any conversations about the item that's on the agenda with any member who's other than a board member, whether it's staff or member of the public or the applicant, you would disclose that now.
None. Okay. Continued petitions, we see none, so we do have one item. It is item V-03-18. I'm assuming it's Rochas Unidas USA LLC, 13990 Northwest 6th Court. Okay, is the applicant here? Of course. You may come to the mic.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
this petition before you is a special exception use permit pursuant to Article 4, Division 2, Section 4-202 of the Land Development Regulations, LDRs, to allow a proposed warehouse at the property located at 13990 Northwest 6th Court in the C1 district. Said special exception to be reviewed under the criteria set forth in Article 3, Division 5, Section 3-504 of the LDRs. This particular property is .21 acres, and it's located on the southwest side of Northwest 140th and 6th Court. And the warehouse, according to the property appraiser, there's been a warehouse building there since 1993. Now, we went through our zoning approvals and did not find any previous approvals. So they had to come before you as a special exception because, as you know, that is one of the allowable uses. However, it does require a special exception. All around it is, surrounding the property is all C1. You have office, there's a single-family structure on,
They're all business.
to the north, to the south. You have I-95 on the east, and on the west is a retail outlet. We looked, of course, we always look at different things when we are bringing these special exception approvals before you, including consistency with the comp plan. The warehouse is considered a light industrial use. It's also potentially allows other uses such as retail, and I'll tell you why that might be important to you in a moment. Because while the petitioner says that they do not plan to have any retail uses, if at some point in time he decides as part of this, his project or his business, he wants to do retail, that is an allowable use and would not require him to come back before you for a special exception or any change of approval, because that is a permitted use. Right, so then we took a look, of course, at the LDRs, and you have specific criteria, as you all know, of what you judge special exceptions by, through. And so, of course, we reviewed that of our own, and in our analysis, there's a number of questions we ask ourselves. And you can see on page 4 of the staff report that we've indicated that it's one of the permitted uses in our code, that it does have adequate traffic, and the parking is going to be restriped. They only need 4 spaces. There's a parking plan in your package. So they have the adequate space to do so. They do not have to update their landscaping because it doesn't trigger. You have to either do 50% improvement, or you have to do a 50% increase before you have to bring your landscaping up into compliance. However, we are requiring as part of the conditions that they do install lighting in the parking lot and making sure that that does occur. And they do not have to extend any public service utilities, so it doesn't cost the city any extension because everything is already existing there. And this is an appropriate use for that location, and it was used as a warehouse previously. It's adjacent to I-95, so that little area there, that's an appropriate use for that. So we do believe that we would recommend approval, subject to the conditions as you see before you, that the parking lot shall be restriped, and that's on page 6, that they give us a parking plan showing that they're going to not only install the handicap spaces, make sure it's restriped, but also include the signage as well, that they install wheel stops or the bollards for parking, like I said to you before, install adequate lighting because the parking lot is not currently adequately lit. And they would have to come in and get a certificate of use from us. We did not receive any public comment or anything from our mailing. So with that, I would turn it over to the applicant. And this is Mr. Garcia and
Yes.
his employee, Carlos.
Okay. Do you have anything to add, Mr. Garcia?
Good afternoon. My name is Ernesto Garcia.
And your address, please?
Yes. My English is basic, sorry. But I try speak with you. My family work marble.
Hold on.
Okay.
If you can just give us your address, just for the record.
Necesitamos su dirección.
Okay. In North Miami, in near to here, is 1550 Northeast 123 Street, North Miami.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you can tell. Thank
okay?
you.
I live in North Miami. Yo agradezco. I appreciate to this city for receipt to my family and my friends and my work. Okay.
Okay.
I work in marble and granite for 35 years. I am a study in geologist engineer in Venezuela.
Mhm.
Okay, my family from to Spain and Venezuela, and my wife family is Brazil. My wife is architect. I work to family in Stone. Okay, my family work Stone for 5 generations. My son work with me. I work to my grandfather, okay, in Stone. In Venezuela, it's impossible work today. And Spain is easy for me work, but the market no is the best, no is good, okay? I select to North Miami for I live first live in North Miami in después, after work in North Miami. The 90% of my client in the last month is vecinos, neighbors to North Miami, leader people of near to North Miami. And 100% is home people, okay? I work everything in Stone. My life is my family and my work. You want Stone, I David de Miguel Ángel.
No.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Sorry for
Thank you.
basic information, but
That's perfect.
Good.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
thank you.
Thank
you.
All right.
Good afternoon.
All right, with that being said, I'm gonna open up public hearing. Anyone for or against, speak your mind or forever hold your peace. Okay, so public hearing is closed. Board discussion?
Necessary. I like the I story. so,
Yes.
I'd just like to move approval for the applicant.
Thank you. It's been moved by Mr. McDermott,
I'll
second.
second.
Second by Ms. Hill. And roll call, please.
Mr. McDermott,
Yes.
You okay,
Ms.
Brittany?
Arnold. Yeah, I was reading something. Ms. Arnold,
Yes, double yes.
Ms. McLaughlin,
Triple yes. Yeah.
Ms. Hill,
Yes.
and Ms. Philippe.
Yes. Okay, you've been approved.
We are
Congratulations.
we
Good
are
luck.
a lucky city to have you here.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Sure.
Good
All
luck.
right.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
And your English was fine. Okay, any old business?
Not that I'm aware.
Any new business?
Not that I'm aware.
Okay, adjournment. Moved by Mr. McDermott and,
Second.
all right, everybody second. All right.
Mr. McDermott
All in
is fast
favor?
in the
Aye,
draw.
aye, aye, and goodbye.